Okay, community. Sorry if I'm getting too close to the camera, I'm just checking everything, I can see everything. So I'm going to quickly shoot through all of the bridge pages, because I was going through this earlier with Ben and trying to do it without a diagram and an explanation. It makes it very hard of where things go, what things do, and these are just my suggestions. You can change these, tweak these, edit these to your heart's content. That's the idea of them. So first things first. Number one, the snipped video bridge page. Okay, I've named these all like very long and random names, as you've seen in the other trainers, shorten them, make them your own, etc, etc. So there's going to be a simple video with a little snippet. So I didn't add that in there. Snippet. So I'm trying to write the wrong way around. A snippet of Ben's training inside. So it's got, if you have a look at them, it's got a little bit of an intro, then it cuts to Ben's training for a minute to a minute and a half. It's just a very small teaser, and then it goes back to the outro with a close at the end, or a call to action saying click the button below to watch the rest of the training. Okay, so that snippet is taken from Ben's 4-part. So when they click on this button here, it gives them the little pop-up where they put their name and email. That means I've captured their data into my autoresponder. And again, you know, as I talked about with Ben, all of these pages are built in ClickFunnels. Does not mean you have to have a ClickFunnels account. You can duplicate these in your page builder, lead pages, online sales, do whatever the other one is. There's loads out there, but you know, you probably should have a page builder. If you haven't got anything, then you can click on the buttons and it will download these straight into your ClickFunnels account. Saves you endless hours of trying to rebuild them, or just go and duplicate these into your other accounts. It's pretty much as simple as that. So once they put their name and email into the pop-up, that goes into my database. Automatically email number 1 will go out, and we'll come back to that in a minute. And then they're going to get sent straight to, for me in this first one, it goes straight to the 4-part, my affiliate 4-part opt-in. Okay, because, sorry, my settee's in the way here, because this bit of training is for the 4-part. I want to give them a little teaser. If they want more, then they go straight here. Now, as we talked about many times, Ben and some of the other guys don't like that, and that's why I did other ones. Okay, I'm kind of up in the air with it. I will use it, and I will send people this way, and I'll track it and see how it goes, and you know, we'll go from there. So that's pretty much as simple as it is. Obviously in email 1 it'll be a, you know, thanks for signing up for the rest of the training. You know, I'm sure you looked at it, but here's the URL again if you didn't. So again, because some people will come here and then they may not opt in, so we want to be reminding them here. And if this is the first time they've ever had point of contact with you, these first 5 emails really should be relationship building, adding value, telling them who you are. Again, we might, you know, create a few sort of examples of the first 5-6 emails. And that's pretty much it. So obviously my point for this one is to get them to land on my affiliate 4-part opt-in page. Sorry, I keep looking at my camera. I have to turn that around a little bit. I'm looking at my screen. I want them clicking on that so that then they're targeted back to me anytime they go and buy the Millionaire Mafia product. Okay, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to fast forward now and jump you to the next one. Okay, and welcome back. So, second one, number 2, is called snipped video main course. So this was to combat anyone who doesn't want the potential client going to a double opt-in straight after each other. So we just tweaked this, or I've just tweaked this video and this opt-in button. So instead of it saying at the end of the little snippet video of Ben, instead of it saying want to watch the rest of the training, it's just saying want to learn more. Okay, when they click on the learn more button, it takes them to the opt-in, add their name and email into my database. Obviously I'm then just going to forward them to the main training course. So I'm not trying to double force them into an opt-in. They land on this page straight away after being from my opt-in page. That's cookied them into me, and then over the next 5 days I'm going to start building a trust relationship. You know, know, look and trust. If anyone saw my video the other day, this is where we want to get them to start know, liking and trusting you. And it's the same as I've said before. If you met a complete stranger in the street and they handed you a jam donut, would you eat it? Probably not, because you don't know who they are, you don't trust them, you don't know what they've done with it. So this is the same kind of scenario here. Okay, so video, so bridge page 2, similar but just not a double opt-in. Right, I'll see you at number 3. Okay, so number 3. What we've got here, we've got the free quiz bridge page, one of my highest converting pages. I've tweaked it to obviously work for Millionaire Mafia. I still believe you should be in this video and this video. If you haven't already looked at the quiz page, you'll understand why. It brands you. If you're not comfortable with that, then Ben, as I discussed earlier with Ben's going to shoot these videos and we'll make a generic page where Ben is going to be in the first video where he's getting them to go through the quiz. They click on the button to go through the quiz, sorry, that should say quiz, and then they're asked 3 or 4 questions and they're yes/no answers, and it doesn't matter what they answer, they get taken to the next question. At the end of that, they then get brought to this page with another video. Sorry, there's a couple of bits in between where it says it's analysing their results, and you know, it's very, very clever. And then it'll be brought to the second page where Ben then says, oh, I understand your problem. What I'm going to do is give you some stuff to help you with the solution. And that's where it pops up right at the end with the box to put their email in. Obviously that then opts them in, so they then get automatically, they get sent the free PDF, which is going to be called the Viral Instagram Mastery Secrets. And then I personally am just sending them at the moment straight through to the main training course, my affiliate link. Okay, so that's cookie them in. Again, over the next 5, 6, 7 days, I'm then building rapport, I'm then showing value, I'm giving, so they start to know, like and trust me. Okay, pretty straightforward, I think. So you can either shoot the videos yourself, secrets, script 1, sorry, not secret, script 1 and script 2, and then input your videos in here, and obviously you have to liaise with me just to make sure we get those finely tuned. And then I'm going to send them straight to the main course. You could send them wherever you want. So again, all of these, you know, the affiliate page, you can send them to the 4-part, the webinar, you can send them direct to the audience, whatever you want. Test it, tweak it, make sure it's working for you. Okay, move on to number 4. Okay, number 4. So number 4 is very, very basic, very straightforward. It's the Lambos. You can see my amazing diagram. There's a Lambo in the background, Lamborghini, and it's just got a very simple little tagline offering them the free PDF, how to grow their Instagram account from 0 to 100,000 in 30 to 90 days. Automatically, bang, that goes into your autoresponder. Email 1 goes out with the PDF attached, and I'm just sending them straight to the main course. Again, cookied into me, bish bash bosh, nice and simple. Okay. I think that's pretty much as simple as that one is. Okay, so number 5 is my personal bonuses page. So obviously the bonus page shows them, top video is about the bonuses I'm going to give them. The bottom video is a little walkthrough of the Millionaire Mafia area, the members area, giving them a bit of a tease of what they're going to get. Click on the button and the pop-up's going to pop up asking for their name and email. And then I send them through, and again I tell them this in the videos that I'm going to send them to the web registration. I tell them to watch yesterday's replay. I'm creating that urgency and that, you know, some scarcity. I say to them that I don't know how long Ben's going to have a special offer on, and as soon as they've opted in, I send them straight to the web registration. And again, I highlight even on the button that I want them to go and register for yesterday's replay. Okay, same again. Emails are going to go out. Apologies, that obviously wouldn't be there, the PDF, but that would then automate, so they would register with me, which automates my 5 emails, my relationship builders, but also if they register for the webinar and they're not going for the automatic, that will register, you know, email 1, 2, 3, 4, all the different follow-ups, etc. Pretty straightforward, nice and simple. I feel that because I'm telling them on the bonuses page that I'm sending them to the webinar registration, I don't ever seem to get a problem with people wanting to opt in again. They know that they're going there for that reason, and they've got the potential of getting all my bonuses. So that's number 5. Okay, number 6. Apologies, I kept forgetting to cross out the number, etc. So number 6 is a brand new one. I'm just finishing it off over the next 24 hours. And this is something that Ben's going to have to do a few videos for as well, so don't expect this, you know, within the next 24, 48 hours. This is something that will take a couple of days. So it's going to be a similar kind of snippet intro, a little teaser, but this is going to be taken from a new 10-15 minute training Ben will do, and this is going to be based around the viral Instagram mastery secrets. So those 5 nuggets or secrets inside the PDF, Ben will then do an actual training on, which will just be kind of covering what was in the PDF but a little bit more advanced, 10-15 minutes worth. So a little snippet will be in here. They click yes, I want to see the see all the training, add their name and email, they're into your database. You're then going to put a URL reminder just in case they haven't gone ahead and watched it, and then they're going to go straight to a page where Ben is on a video just giving them that 10-15 minutes worth of training. Okay, now the first version, which is number 6, Ben is then at the end of this video going to say to them, look, before you go and implement these 5 strategies, you have to go and watch my 4-part training series, because there's so many things that are in there that you've got to do before this part. And that, at that point, is when the button will pop up and this will divert them to the 4-part opt-in. Okay, so there's a nice big gap in the middle where we're not sending them to an opt-in, but then obviously mindful of what everyone said about them. The double opt-ins, the next one you'll see, it's not going to be so double opt-in. Okay, so little snippet, teaser, opt-in, take them to the full 15-minute training, and at the end of that he's going to say to them, look, before you carry on, before you implement this, you need to go and do this, and the button will pop up down below. Okay, and that will take them to the 4-part opt-in. Obviously same again, you know, your engagement series of emails are going to keep popping up. Right, on to number 7. Okay, number 7, and number 7 nearly identical to number 6, except for we've changed the layout of the actual bridge page. So we'll have a little video on the left, a headline, a video, a little bit of text on the right, and then a nice big button across the bottom asking if they want to watch the training and receive the PDF. So this is, you know, geared towards them wanting the physical hard copy of the PDF, but we're also going to give them the training as well. So they opt in, put their name and email in, you're going to send them automatically through your autoresponder the PDF, which I've just had designed, and then automatically they're going to go straight through to Ben's 10-15 minute training, which he's training them on the PDF that's being delivered. Okay, so they're getting double value, they're getting the PDF sent to them by email, and they're also going straight into Ben's training. And then, sorry, apologies, that doesn't exist in this one, and neither does that. Sorry, I'm getting ready. So sorry. So yeah, they've opted in. They come across and watch Ben's video, his training, and instead of at the end of this one him saying click the button down below because we're worried about the double opt-in, he's just going to say, look, before you implement all of this, you need to watch my, you need to go and follow my 4-part training series. I'm going to email you that out tomorrow. So day 2 is then going to be diverting them over here to the 4-part opt-in. Okay, but it's going to be on day 2. Okay, so it's a nice little gap, or you could do it on day 3. Well, no, you can't, because Ben's going to do the video, so you're going to be governed by what Ben says at the end of the close here. And that's pretty much as straightforward as that one gets. Okay. Okay, so, sorry, really hot, trying to rush through all this, trying to get this out to you. So, number 8. This is the one you probably saw me talk about in the training, the one that won't be done, amazingly quick. This is where, similar kind of intro page, little snippet, little teaser, talking about an interview between you, personally, and Ben, the Millionaire Mafia, guru. Okay, so same thing, they're going to click on the button if they want to watch the interview, and they're going to put their details in here, and, sorry, I don't think we'll have the PDF for them on that one. And then that's going to take them straight through to you and Ben doing that live training. Now, if you've seen any of the other trainings, I've talked about that, Ben's not going to sit and do 500 with all of the members, but what we'll do is myself and Ben, so let's just put, so Ben would be there for instance, and let's just say for the very first one that myself and Ben do a B Live. If you haven't heard of B Live, it's a software, you can use free software to do a Facebook Live with like dual screens. It's really cool, you can play around with all the stuff on it, but we'd probably keep it very standard and central. So there's a line down the middle, I'd be on this side, Ben would be on that side, and we would do, I'd probably have 4 or 5 questions that I'm going to pose to Ben, which he'd already know about, and the whole way through, although he's talking to me on the live, because our first one will be live, he's just answering the questions really. So the idea being that we can then just plug in your video. So we're going to send you a script saying, I know I've talked about this, but I'll talk about it again. So at 30 seconds after I've introduced myself, that's when Ben introduces himself to 2 minutes 30. Then you'd ask question number 1, okay, and that would take 15 seconds, and then Ben would answer for 2 minutes. Okay, so you'd have those timings on a little script that would send you, and then you literally sit in front of the camera as though you're chatting with Ben on a Facebook Live with your script in front of you with a timer, and you would just literally go through. When the timer's at the right point at 15 seconds, you then ask your question, and then you just, you know, crop that so that it, you know, fits, and then you'd send that, or we'd send you this so that you can just edit it in. And again, I'll be happy to help people if they need editing it in. So then this is branding you, and you know, you're aligned with Ben then. So you're doing a Facebook Live, or what looks like a Facebook Live. It's as far as they know, it's a recorded Facebook Live with Ben, and you're talking through all the things that are going to make them want to obviously go and buy Millionaire Mafia. The bottom line then is you can have your button pop up and send them wherever you want. I'll have a think about where I think there's the best place. It's probably going to be the webinar. You know, they've just had a little snippet from Ben there, then they've had a snippet with you two, you and Ben. I'd probably be more inclined to send them straight to the web class and kind of push them to watch the recording and talk about the special offer. Don't know how long we're going to have it available, a little bit of scarcity, a little bit of urgency, just to nudge them to go and do that now. They've just taken some value there. That's probably what you could do, but you could send them to the 4-part. You know, what I think we will do is we'll make that generic so that, you know, Ben at the end is just saying about, you know, click the button below, and then maybe you and we're the ones who decide what we say in it. So as the script ends down here, which is, you know, that last bit is a call to action, Ben's just said something here about click the button, and then you explain what they should be clicking and where it's going to take them. Does that make sense? Because then it means you're in charge of it, and if you wanted to change it so it's going to the web class, or change it so it's going to the 4-part, all you've got to do is reshoot that tiny last bit. If it was me, I'd probably shoot all 3. I'd probably say, you know, shoot all 3 versions. So, you know, right, go right now, click on the webinar registration page, watch the replay, you know, jump on board with Ben's special offer right now, and then I'd do another version where it's straight into, you know, go and watch the 4-part, you've got to implement these things, and vice versa. I might just say, look, you know, if you've got any value from this, go and click on this button and go and have a look at the main training course. So again, that's entirely up to you. And the last one, which I won't even go into details on because I'm getting tired and it's a long day, we're looking at doing a tripwire where they're going to go through the quiz, they're going to go through, enter their details so you get their data, and then we're going to send them through to an upsell tripwire page, which is a $3.95 digital processing fee. So we're going to be giving them like a $40 value. Sorry, my camera went off. So it'll probably be a webinar that Ben will record that will only be available for those people who've paid for the digital processing fee. You know, this is normally done with maybe a free plus shipping offer, but we can do it with a digital processing fee of $3.95, for instance. What it's kind of doing is it's making your potential clients put their hand up and say, I'm willing to put my hand in my pocket and pay a very small $3.95 processing fee, okay, and then they'd obviously get put through into different parts. So that's not going to be available for a little while, but the first 6 or 7 already are. If you're not using them already, why? A lot of you are emailing me and asking questions. That's great. That's why I thought I'd quickly shoot this. I hope, you know, having it drawn out makes a bit more sense, because I draw these out and then I put them into place, and then when I'm trying to explain them to people, it's quite hard and they get confused, and then we spend lots and lots of extra time. So I'd rather, you know, spend half an hour doing this and editing it very quickly, so that I can fire it out to you. I had actually drawn it, as you can see, on my smaller whiteboard, but I ran out of space. But what you can see here, I think this is number 1. What you can see in here with number 1 is obviously number 1 I was using for going to the 4-part, and obviously I can switch it out to go to the webinar. So, you know, these videos I've created, I've just taken Ben's video, used my editing software like Camtasia or Final Cut Pro, and I've put my own text at the end of the video, so there's nothing that stops any single one of you from doing exactly the same thing. Okay, you know, I've just put these in place because I knew that you guys needed them, and obviously I'll be using them myself. So that's it. Any questions, drop me an email. It's probably easier to drop me emails, private message directly, or you can do it in the group chat. In fact, you know what, it doesn't matter. What I find is, unfortunately, in the group chat, sometimes I might go 3 or 4 hours where I'm doing stuff with Ben, or I've come working with other clients, and I come back and then I've got to read through, you know, 50, 100 comments, and then I get kind of lost where someone is, etc. But you know, if it's a generic question, just fire it in the chat. If it's something you're really struggling with, then just pop me a quick email and you know, on Facebook, and I'll be happy to try and help. All right, bye for now.